Okay, so before I put the top on, I have to reconnect these top bows to the headliner. And as you can see, it's all rotted away. The front one's still there, so it's supposed to be a piece of linen stitched to the headliner and then wrapped around there and glued. So what I'm going to try to do, instead of stitching this piece of fabric to the headliner, I'm going to try spray and glue here. Flip it over and have 1 inch of glue on this, 1 inch of glue on that, and stick them together and then bring it up over. And we'll see how that works. If that works, I'll do the same thing back here on this cross member, or this top bow. And that will get everything into shape so I can start working on putting the top on. Okay, I guess you can see from there, huh? Okay, I hope that's enough glue. Now, get rid of the paper and wait for that glue to get tacky, and then stick the two surfaces together and see if they stay. Okay, let's see. Still a little wet. Not sure I should just fold it over or do it this way or this way. Guess I should have just folded it over. Alright. Well, we'll see if it sticks. Get a grip. And we'll see how strong it is. It's not holding on, but maybe because it's maybe not dry enough yet. It's tacky. I don't know, it looks like it's going to peel. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to have to put some stitching in it. So, pushing it through on one side of the seam and pushing it back up through from the other side of the seam, and every inch or so. Now I gotta go back down inside the car and push it back through up on the other side. I'm using nylon fishing line because thread wouldn't work. I gotta go through on the insides, and I didn't want to use that black thread that I've got. I got this really super strong black thread here, supposed to be for sewing the uppers on shoes, and it's pretty rugged stuff, but it would show on the inside, and I don't want to have black streaks going across the roof. So that's why I'm using the nylon fish line. Plus the fish line, I think, is stronger than the thread, because I can't break the fish line, but I can break the thread with my hand. So let me see if I can get the camera to stop. I'm going to have to get me a... Okay, so now it's stitched every inch, like it's rugged enough now to hold that up. So what I gotta do, I guess, is spray that right there. Let it dry. And we'll let that dry, then we'll do the middle after the sides are attached. And now I gotta make some stitch across the back top bow. So I'll shut it off here. I'll try to shut it. Well, there, the headliner is repaired. I used the black thread here because there was a seam I could hook onto, so I didn't have to go through the other side. And that fish line was a bitch to work with because it keeps curling up and you can't see it, and keeps getting tangled. And I got it anyways, so that's hooked up, this is hooked up, and now I got to replace that burlap piece, I think. So I got to take the front bow apart and change that. Yeah, so up front I found a bunch of tabs here, and I straightened them out, and everything was, you know, pushed down over that. So I peeled it back, and now I can get at the springs and change the springs and the cables, and take the scissors and cut this off and put on a new piece of cloth there, push this back into place, and then tack the other piece on the back, and that last bow, this burlap replacement for it's going to go from here to that last top bow, and then get stapled into place. Okay, so I got the cloth wrapped around that wire. I didn't stitch it because it's going to have two thicknesses with the tabs holding it down. So the next step is to get it back in place. Well, I already replaced the springs and the cables. Haven't tied them down in the back yet because I've got to run them through the convertible top. That's supposed to hold the sides of the top snug. So I'll get this on and tighten it up in the back. Trying to shut it off and it doesn't want to. Okay, so I closed the top and I pulled it nice and snug, and I didn't have any staples, so I used some tacks. So now I guess it's just a matter of trimming off the excess. Now we're ready for the foam topper. I gotta go find it. Okay, so I got the pad glued on, and it's still sagging a little bit from, I guess, from the memory of what it used to be like before when the burlap was gone. So I don't know if it's gonna straighten out or not. I probably should have put it outside, upside down with weight on it to push it back up into shape, but then I guess it's going to have to do. So now all that's left is to put on the top, huh? I guess. I'll have to go find that top. I know I got it here somewhere. Oh yeah, there was one more layer of fabric that goes on top of the foam and under the top. So there's the top. And I've got a flap here that has to go underneath the weather stripping. And this flap goes up under here. So I've got to take some screws out, put these flaps into place, and then I can run the cable through the holes and out this other hole and through the hole there, and then with the whole front of the top attached, I can tighten this up and wrap it around there and pull it up tight and put the clamp on it. But right now I guess I've got to start pulling screws. I think I got to get it standing up straight. So I get to work, and I can't film at the same time, so shut her off if I can. Okay, so I took some of the screws out of this weather strip, so this is where the flap is. I'm going to take the flap off of here and glue the other one in place. And the header panel, that can go. This is the old roof, so I got to remove that. There's more screws here holding it in. Also, I see I made a mess of the headliner with that red paint when I was spraying. I didn't have it closed all the way. And I'm going to have to try to clean that up. And then I've got some screws here to take out so I can get rid of all this stuff. And then maybe I can hook in the other stuff, the new part. Where the hell is it? Way down underneath here somewhere. All right, more screws. I'll be back with you. Having trouble shutting down. Okay, I got this all glued down and pushed back so it's right up against the front edge, and put all those screws back in, and now I gotta trim off the excess. Put this down here and hope it doesn't turn sideways, and okay, so I applied contact cement to this and the back of the flap, and so now I got to get that on there and put these screws back in here, and I can't hold the camera and do that. So okay, so that side went on pretty easy. All the screws are under there, and hold that on, and then I put these pieces back here. So this side is done now. The other side's probably going to fight me because it's a little tighter over there. I kind of wish I could get this off of here now, but this is in the way. All the screws are in here. So I'll have to put the top up to get to that. Meanwhile, I'll go hook up that other side. Well, it's clamped down on the top. Now what I have to do is run this wire through this channel here and come out this hole. And all the videos that I watched on putting on a convertible top on a Volkswagen, none of them showed how to do that. And I tried shoving the wire in there and it's not working. So, to get creative. So I took my favorite, why won't that stay put? My favorite multi-purpose tool is a wire coat hanger. Oh God, I can't get it in there. Maybe if I open the door, try not to scratch the paint job, and there's that hole. Well, you get the idea anyway. It's not working out too well, but I'll get it. Well, there, the coat hanger is through, and I've taped with duct tape to my cable, and I hope it doesn't come apart on the way through. Yeah. Let me put this camera down and work it through. Well, there it is all the way through. Use duct tape to attach it to the coat hanger wire. Now I gotta go do the other side and then clamp the top back down again so I can adjust the, I gotta run it through this hole and tie it in down there. Okay, so the cables are attached up here, and now this back cable goes through here, and I'm sure there's a hole there somewhere. There it is. And the nut goes on that. Nut, come on, nut. There we go. And this goes all the way around. It's on the other side. It's all tangled. I can't find the hole. There it is. And there's the nut to go on that one. Anyways, once I get the nut on there, I gotta position the top. And this goes under this lip and pulls that up into this channel. So I'm going to put this nut on there and I'm going to try to get it in place. Well, we got the cable tied across the back, and all the videos I saw on the internet says after I get to that point I have to put it out in the hot sun, which we don't have any of, until it stretches out enough to close the top, and then hook these flaps and And I don't know, it doesn't look like it's going to fit, but who knows? It might be close enough anyway. How's this one? And it doesn't look like it fits right either. But I guess I'm going to call it a day. And tomorrow maybe I can finish hooking down these corners and cut the back window out. I don't know about this white cover. I may have to trim that cloth back a little bit.